Hello, I'm Sarah Steyert, and today I'm going to be answering the question, how can you become a more effective communicator with regards to my own life? So first off, in communication, reducing noise is essential so that you can both understand each other. So for face-to-face or maybe like the Teams calls are something that I do quite frequently. Reducing noise, like not having my cell phone going off, turning off alerts that might come through even if I am in a meeting, would help me to be more attentive during conversations or meetings. For me personally, cell phones become a huge issue. I'm kind of connected to work 24/7 now. And I've noticed this more in my personal relationships than I have in professional situations. But I tend to take advantage of the fact that my family knows me as well as they do, my friends know me as well as they do. So when I get an alert on my phone, I will check it in the middle of a conversation. And it has occurred to me more recently that, this could be causing them to think I'm not paying attention to what they're saying. In my head, I was fine to do that because they should know me well enough to know I work all the time, but also they're very important to me. So I am actually listening. I'm just trying to find out how important this is. But obviously, that's not going to be the same perspective that they actually hold when they're in the middle of telling me something very important and bing, I pull out my cell phone and I'm busy looking at it. So that's part of reducing noise. Showing interest in the conversation. Your body language is going to be a huge indicator of that. Sometimes you're not going to be able to use your body language because you won't be on a camera or in person. But when you are physically leaning into the conversation to show that you're paying attention, and just general attentiveness, it was a really weird thing learning how to do that on Teams because before I had taken this position, I didn't really have that much experience with meetings over the computer. So learning how to talk to the little hole where the camera is as if I'm looking a person in the eyes. That way the person on the other side of the screen sees me making eye contact with the camera and essentially feels like we're making eye contact. It's a lot different than when I'm focused over here at my large screen and I'm busy looking at all kinds of things for whatever this meeting is for. In person, obviously, being attentive means a lot more things that are further into the list. So being mindful, something that I personally struggle with is being present for conversations. My mind tends to run, and all of a sudden I'm thinking about like 5 or 6 different things in the middle of a conversation, and I have to be like, oh, hey, what was the last thing that person said? And that happens more than I would like to admit. Happens when I'm reading too. It's something that I have been working on and hopefully improving a little bit. Seeing it in this lesson tells me that, at least I'm on the right track if I am trying to work on my mindfulness and making sure that I am fully listening instead of my thoughts wandering somewhere else. Don't guess what they'll say next. I don't think I have a problem with this one, but I wanted to put it in there because I do know there are a lot of people in my work that will interrupt me with what they think the next thing I'm going to say is, and it's just completely wrong. And once that person realizes that they are wrong, I think that they get caught up on the, oh no, I was wrong, and they stop listening to the actual conversation. So that is something that's important in mindfulness. Asking questions in a conversation, maybe you're struggling to understand and that's why your thoughts are wandering. Asking questions helps to pull you back into the conversation and make you part of it and make sure that you're understanding it. Also, paraphrasing or repeating what the person has said lets them know that you are listening and you are understanding, or this is how you are understanding what they're saying. This is really important because I work with a lot of people from different countries, and so their English is heavily accented. And a lot of times, the way that they're trying to say something is not the way that I understand it. So, by me paraphrasing it back in the way that I understood it, it allows for better communication. It allows them to tell me, hey, no, that's not what I meant, or yes, exactly, that's what I meant. And then being conscious of cultural differences. Again, I work with people from all over the world, and the communication style varies country to country, even just region to region. So being aware of what is acceptable or not acceptable so that your communication doesn't have some kind of a rift in it. I think that's all I have. Thank you very much.